Yeezy and the boy Young Camel, they've been beefing for a minute now. You know, Yeezy found out when he signed his deal over there with Rat Nation that the paperwork wasn't in his favor. Uh, he couldn't, allegedly, according to him, looking at his contract, he could never retire from music by signing that contract. Um, then they blackballed him with the shows. Remember when he went and was doing the show and he was saying that telling Jay he knew that he had dudes that were unalive you and don't send your boys after me, Jay, woo woo woo. And then after that, uh they took and put Kanye and I'm gonna say allegedly uh a mental institution. I don't know where it was, but they were trying to say he was 730, saying that he was crazy or 5150, as they would say on the West Coast. And in New York, we say 730. But they was trying to say Ye was a little cuckoo when he was doing that show and he was going at Jay and Beyonce and them. Um, so after that, Kanye was kind of blackballed from the industry from my speculation, you know, from my observation from where I'm sitting. He couldn't get no venues, more because the people that he signed to is signed to Live Nation. And Live Nation um had monopolized all the venues around the world, right? And then they got in trouble recently with the I think with the feds. Live Nation and Ticketmaster reached a tentative settlement on March 9th, which is almost a month ago, with the U.S. Department of Justice (DOJ) um, during the antitrust trial, agreeing to pay up to 280 million in damages to 40 states and open its ticketing technology to competitors. The deal requires diversity 13 amphitheaters and relaxing exclusive venue booking, preventing a full company breakup. So Live Nation and Ticketmaster was allegedly working together uh, and making it harder for, let's say, if you was a promoter and you wanted to throw a Kanye concert, or just say you was Kanye and you wanted to throw your own concert. Live Nation and Ticketmaster were accused of working together and not letting other promoters and people that wanted to produce events eat because they had all of the venues and like Ticketmaster wouldn't allow allegedly wouldn't allow certain companies to use their system and Live Nation wouldn't let certain people allegedly use the venues. So they monopolized all the venues around the whole globe damn near. So for a while they was getting away with it. And then somebody they put in like a class action lawsuit or lawsuit, and that's when the Department of Justice came in and they cracked down on them. So last month, uh, Live Nation and Ticketmaster, they reached a settlement, right? And this is why you was able to see Kanye be able to jump back out there and started doing shows. As soon as this, once they reached the settlement and stuff, I think like the next day, Kanye had a show booked somewhere or that next week. So now what we seeing here is Kanye knows that with this deal or this lawsuit that um, he won. Now he could go and rent venues or promoters could go get certain venues. They still got a bunch on lock, but they could still go get certain theaters and they could get amphitheaters or venues or whatever. They could they could go and rent these venues and Ticketmaster, and they could throw events and make money now. You know, you see Kanye, they sold like 80, it was 80,000 or something like that. 8,000 tickets, something. No, it was more than that. It was like 80,000 or whatever. And the way that some of these venues are set up, they only hold 20,000, but the way that Kanye he's setting up his stage, he opening up the floor for more space and fitting more people in there. So instead of the regular 20,000 that's in there just sitting in these seats, he getting the seats up out of there and flipping that 20,000 to 80,000. You know what I'm saying? And making way more bread than anybody else would.